I was hanging on every word. Um, and I don't think you really hung on that word, huh? Welcome, Modern Talkers. This is Modern Talk. Yes, it is. We're live from Pittsburgh. Modern Talk. Why? Wow, this feels really weird. I guess I gotta get used to this if you know, I can't do it from there every time, I guess, right? Um, this is my closet. You know, I like to be in closets. Um, we talked about that already. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole again. Um, but I'm back on here and I'm at home. I guess I said that already. I'm kind of disjointed because I had to really finagle this setup. Kind of janky. I hope it looks okay for you guys. Hope it sounds okay for you guys. Um, I'm really out of my element. I can't believe how much I'm thrown off by this. But I wanted to hop on. I didn't want to go a week without talking to you guys. I'm a few days late. I usually do it on Wednesdays, but it's gonna come out hopefully the same like Tuesday as it always does. But because I'm like 18 weeks ahead anyway, so and I'm wearing this. It's just a t-shirt because it's 70, even though it's late October. To be exact, October 23rd. Holy crap. Well, you know, that's what it is. So, dang, man, it's Halloween in a week. I gotta do a Halloween themed episode next week, maybe. Teaser! I'll have to take a picture of how janky this looks from behind the scenes. This is like the most interesting background I could find. I could have done a white wall like I do at the other place, but this might be more fun and you get to see more of my stuff. A little bit more vulnerable. Yes, I never know how to say that. People who know the podcast know I could never say that. Dang, man, that's annoying. So I wanted to hop on here because it's really important that I tell you this. What's your ideal sandwich? I'm sorry, that was really funny to me. Because I said it's really important. Also, I said, let me tell you this, and then I asked you a question. I got you guys in twirly town. You don't know what's up or down. Oh, I rhymed, bro. I'm a great rapper. I think I could have been a great rapper, dude. That's what's really important. I could have been a great rapper if I stayed on it. And if someone told me what music is, I would have been better. Bro, what's going on? I don't know why that made me so hot, bro. This is a weird one already. And we're like a minute in. Yeah, I didn't understand beats, like the, tempo of stuff and stuff. I didn't know how to rap over them. But my writing's good. My writing's still good. Check it out on Rap Genius, bro. I don't know if everyone knows, but I made an album in 2015 when I was in high school. And no one listened to it. That's not true. It was like, it had some buzz, just in Pine Richland, which is my high school. But but I couldn't rap, so no one really stuck around for the buzz. So I'm thinking a ciabatta is great. Started out with the bread, the ciabatta. It's great because it has crust on both sides. So I'll put a picture of a ciabatta if you don't know. But for the listeners, it's kind of like a rectangle bread kind of long. I think it's French descent or whatever. And you cut it horizontally or long ways. And so that's like crispy and crunchy on the outside the whole time. And it's funny because I used to never have I used to never have crust on my sandwiches when I was a kid, but that's like a kid thing. Oh, so do people actually like crust on sandwiches and stuff, or is it, or do they only like it because adults like it? Well, only because that's how bread is. You know what I mean? If they could bake bread and not have the crust on the outside, would crust be outdated and not minute, dispute? What would crust be? Write in, call in. The lines they're flashing. Irrefutable. What is it? Dang it. Obsolete. Crust would be obsolete, dude. Wow. So long. And you know what else? I got so many cylinders flying. It's because I didn't do it the normal amount because I was itching to do it, but I didn't know how to set it up, and I was busy because I was here and I'm seeing friends and doing stuff. So I didn't have time to do it, and I was working on the editing part of the podcast too, which is easier than this. Well, simpler. Yeah, especially the setup because it's so much harder to do video, bros. But I've been listening to. I gotta have these fires. I gotta keep it organized in my head. But so we're talking about sandwiches, and then now we're talking about this, which is no way. I forgot it. I'm kind of caught up on podcasts, and I don't feel like listening to new ones at this moment. So the podcast that I actually listen to, which I could do a list of that somewhere sometime, but it's not extensive. Yeah, I want to do. This is another iron in the fire. I want to do more blogs that coincide. That's a good word. Came right to me. That coincide with the podcast. So it's kind of like a cross promotion thing, and it helps people if they like to read rather than just listen or just watch. And it can kind of be supplemental in the way that if you like watching it and you're like, oh yeah, I think he's onto something with that, another fuzz. Then you could read the the list of the best sandwich breads, to keep that iron in the fire still. Dude, I'm cooking, bro. I got so many irons. Or I'm doing laundry. I got so many irons. And I lost it. That's what happens when you have too many irons. You get burned, bro. Oh, I was listening to my podcast from old, and I started with Solar Summer Season 1, and I don't know why I like that. And and it was so slow, and compared to what only audio ones, I know this is confusing. I'm gonna simplify it. When I don't edit it, which is how these will be, I am so slow. And I was especially low energy because I was tired because I just came from a softball game, which is funny because I also talk about how I knew I was moving to Myrtle at that point. So it's like I might have just played my last softball game because I don't know if I'll play softball in Myrtle Beach. Like that didn't seem like it was very possible. And now I am, dude, and that's so weird. And then I also said, I don't know if I'm ready for another relationship. And then I was like, but yeah, you never know. Like the perfect person could come in a week, and then, like my hands are tied. And that happened 3 weeks later than I said it might, and I was exaggerating a lot. In that I didn't think, I thought a week was like the absolute unbelievable minimum, and I would even go as far to say a month is an absolute minimum of possibilities, let alone actually acting on it or something. Anyway, who cares? Where am I? Who am I? What's going on? Why am I alive? So I was listening to that. Yeah, and it was so slow, and and like it is right this second. And I had low energy, and I didn't out any ums and stuff, and I wasn't really as aware of the ums and likes and pauses. So I was like really on another level, and for ums and stuff. And I hope I'm better. I haven't watched these through a lot, but I hope I'm better. And it's way better to watch it with all the ums, because you're seeing the visuals of it. You're looking at, oh, I see that polo. That's pretty hot back there. He should wear that more. Yeah, I agree with you, but you got to keep it special. You can't wear it every day. But it was also funny, and I think the timing was good because I was hanging on every word. And I don't think you really hung on that word, huh? Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say, but I was really hanging on every word, and I really enjoyed it, and I was proud of myself for how articulate I was with my feelings. And I said it was 4 days after we broke up with, the 2 months ago. It's insane. You should listen to that again, maybe, because I think it's still good, and I wonder how it holds up with my my breakup one that I did with the video one, In Touch with Tommy 5, because I didn't cry in the weirdly enough, I didn't cry in the one that happened 4 days after the breakup, and then I cried in the one that I did like a month after the breakup, and it was on TV, aka YouTube or whatever. So it's really it's really insane, but that's my life, and I'm kind of interested in how that will play out. The In Touch with Tommy 5 that comes out in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. Whoa, yeah, like 10 days, less than 10 days, 9 days, I think. So my ideal sandwich. It'd be funny if I just keep doing tangents and then I never finish the sandwich and be like, oh, I actually gotta go, guys. Which I actually might have to go, guys, soon, because I'm hanging out with a friend, but he's picking me up, but he's not here yet, so I'm doing this until he gets here. So it's a ciabatta, and it's gotta be, oh, we didn't finish the crust controversy. So crust, I think crust would be obsolete if bakers could bake bread without the crust. Do you feel me? And older people only like crust because that's what you have to do to have bread, is the crust. And then, they get too lazy to actually take it off all the time, and they're like, it's not even that bad. I'll just eat it like this. And because there's no grown man or woman who's like, I have to have the crust cut off. I'm sorry. Like, that is so unmanly, unwomanly, unadultly. I don't know if that's a popular opinion. I've never really talked about it with anyone else, but just my observation, like, Imagine a grown man saying to his wife, "Hey, I'm sorry. I know you got a lot going on and stuff, and I love you for making my lunch every day, but I think you forgot to take the crust off again, babe." I really enjoyed that one. I hope you did too. That is so absurd. Uh, so kids have it right that crust isn't good. It's dry, you know, it's too crunchy sometimes. But at some point we feel like, oh, we have to grow up. We can't be this weird woman that doesn't like crust. So I'm gonna bite the bullet and, I'll try it out. And then you're like, well, that's just what it is. And so you reprogram yourself and you're like, okay, that's, I'm a crusty, and that's what I call adults, crusties. That actually kind of works because adults get crusty and curmudgeonly. So kids are softies and adults are crusties. The clown. But that being said, I did program myself to like crust now. So that being said, I also do like a crunch in all my foods. I noticed that about myself. If there's ice cream, gotta have a little bit of that sprinkle John on there. What else do I like that is not particularly? I don't, ice cream is as soft as it gets, and I need some crunch in there. So I start with the ciabatta. You gotta toast it. I don't like cold sandwiches. That is so stupid to me. Why would you do that? I went to a place in Myrtle. I don't remember what it was called. Oh, it was called the Blondie character. Whatever, I'll put it in the comments or whatever. It was that place, and I got like an Italian sandwich, and they had a grill back there, and they gave it to me, and it was completely cold, like not even, at least toast the buns. And they didn't ask me, they didn't say, hey, do you want it hot or cold or anything. But also have the meats little grilled too. It's so much better. It's like 110% better. And I wanted to, I don't flimsy up the numbers with you guys. I wanted to really dissect how much better it was, and it's 110. So don't give me a cold sandwich unless we're at a picnic or a dire situation. I love taking stupid things so seriously. So yeah, don't give me those sandwiches. So the ciabattas toasted with butter. Because why are you making it? As my dad always says, butter makes it better. So you gotta put that butter on there, and okay. Now we're getting into the condiments, and we'll get into the meats in a little bit. Teasing you. I have to double check, make sure my friend's not here. Good. Ricky just texted me. I won't look at that right now because he should be on the podcast. And I jokingly brought it up, and then he laughed really hard, and then we didn't do it. So, because I hung out with him a couple times, and I might hang out with him again. But too many irons. Where am I? Where, not this one. We finished that one. Yeah, wait. It's this one. So, condiments. I hope you could see what I'm doing. I can't remember what the frame is. But to the people listening, I'm checking the irons. I was checking the irons there. So the condiments are as follows. I don't know why. I love mayonnaise. It's got to be mayonnaise. And then either hot sauce, if you have it, or a spicy mustard is great. Even if it has the ground, like stone ground something, there's like little, that's the crunchy thing in me. There's like crunchy things in the mustard. I'm in. Making something that's not crunchy, I'm in. Except peanut butter, which is weird. And I don't think I give that a fair shot, but yeah, I don't think I ever had it. But I should now. Oh, you know what? I ordered TJ Miller's peanut butter, and I haven't tried it yet, but I'll let you know for sure what it's about. I think I got the toffee one, which I don't even remember exactly what it is. I'll bring it on next episode or something. I'll have to write that down. And I'll review it. He has a line of peanut butters and jellies, and the line is called TPP&J. That's a great name. His name is TJ, PP&J. Smush them together, TPP&J. Beautiful. You win. You deserve my money. I don't know what's going on. I haven't eaten yet. It's 11:23, and we were supposed to go to breakfast with my friend Benny. But he sleeps in. And so did I, thankfully, because I need it. I don't sleep well here. Or I sleep in here. Which is another iron that I don't know if we could get into. Yeah, I mean, we've done this much. So, I don't know if it's the cold weather. I don't know if it's just because I'm home. But I can't get up at 6 when I usually get up. It's also because I'm right next to my parents, and then I don't want to wake them up. And then I don't want them to be like, oh, you're up early. I don't know why I don't want that to happen, but that bothers me. Like, I have to be able to live my life without other people observing it. Like the day-to-day stuff, I obviously know you're observing this, but I need to feel like I'm free to do whatever. Even though I just want to work on the podcast in my dad's office. And that's interesting because I was always like that, and there was a long period of time, and it happened multiple times, I'm sure, but I'm thinking of one specific example that I was not doing anything productive. I think this was maybe summer or winter break, and I had these plans for my website to do stuff and get caught up on whatever, and I didn't do any of it. And my dad was like, well, what's up? Like, you're not doing anything. And if he brought that up another way, maybe I would have got defensive and just would have been like, whatever, I don't care, blah, blah, blah. Excuse me, but that time he brought it up nicely, and I remember crying, big surprise, and I was like, I can't do stuff with you guys around, and I don't know why that is. I still haven't fully, maybe in a couple of years during this podcast I'll figure it out, but yeah, I need to feel like a cowboy trying to wrangle the creativity or something. And I've always worked really well alone. And I do like working as a team with someone sometimes, but I can't do it all the time. Yeah, so man, I missed you guys. It's been a long time. And it's been nothing for you, but it's been a long time, meaning that it's been it's Sunday, and I usually do it on Wednesdays. So it's been a week and a half. Um, so I wanted to get back, and it's so weird being back here because so little has changed. Everything's either the same, which is like 90% of everything, or a little bit worse from just, the passage of time and usage, like the roads or whatever. And then some stuff's a little bit better because they redid the roads, or they, flipped a house here or there, or there's a new business, or business goes down. But everything's mostly the same. And it feels kind of like I never left, which is nice in a way. It's kind of sad because you want like the world to progress, in general. But it is nice somewhere deep inside. I guess not even that deep, but inside that it's like, oh man, I could come back at any time and it'd be like I never left because nothing really changes here. Yeah, I don't know if that's the same way with Myrtle. I guess it is because I've been there all the time. I've been there once a year, every year for a long time. So it is mostly the same as far as I can remember. But I imagine bigger cities, it's different. Like you feel like you're not part of it anymore. Um, like Liberty, the the college I went to, they put up a new building every day. It's insane. They have cranes all the time somewhere on the campus. I think I remember one day there was like six cranes, huge, like I'm trying to think of how to size it for you guys. If a plane was as high as the crane, I'd be like, this is getting a little bit scary, but I think they have it under control still. The cranes were so big. They were so big. It was unbelievable. And they had a million of them, and by that I mean probably six. I don't flimsy up the numbers. I think it might have even been eight, but I don't want to. I made that promise to you, and I'm loyal. I'm stubborn. I'm not going to flimsy up the numbers. So, my ideal sandwich. No, I think I didn't finish this this iron in the fire, about how things change and don't change. I guess I did finish it. Yeah, it's just, yeah, Liberty changes all the time, and the second I walked off the campus for the last time, I felt like I wasn't there anymore, and I'm not part of it. It'll never be the same. There are some things obviously that are the same, and it's like the same people, the same age group and stuff, and I'm getting older, and you know, unpopular opinion, I'm getting older, so unpopular with me. I don't mind getting older actually at this moment. Okay, my friend's on his way. That's good. So we have about 25 minutes more. But we're only through one point, and we haven't finished my sandwich thing yet. One formal point, because I have a few different points that, I could go through. But, I'm so hot in these fires that, that goes back to the rapper thing. Flaming hot fire. That I've got so many irons in the fire that I could switch back and forth before I even finish my first sandwich thing. What else? Did I not finish anything else? condiments. I'll go back to the condiments and then see if I missed anything else. So the condiments is the mayo and then the spicy mustard, stone ground mustard or whatever it's called. And then, is that all? Is that all the condiments? That's the other thing. I talked about this on a podcast. I think it was In Touch with Tommy. You can't put too much stuff on because you can't taste everything. So it's like, why do you even have it on there? And then it blends together so much that it's like, I don't even know what I'm tasting. So you got to keep it simple, and that's what I do, I guess. Because I'm basing this off of every day my uncle would make, like when I used to work with my uncle, we would, if we were at his house, we would always he always has sandwich stuff there. So I'm basing this off of what I used to get every day there. Because, you know, I don't know if it was, I liked it because it was just there, or we have the same taste so that they just had the stuff that I liked. Or they said, hey, what do you like? And I said this, and then they got it for me because they're the best. I don't remember. I don't think that happened, but that's something that they would do. Oh, by the way, he would toast the bread for me at least, because you can't be frying up. I guess you could be, but that's too much work for in the middle of work day. You don't want to work on your lunch break by cooking up the meats. Totally get it. And I guess I could have did it if I wanted to. Didn't want to, understandably. Woo! Okay. So, I don't like ham. I don't know what it is. It's the taste, it's the texture. I'll have it as a filler if I need it in a pinch. But I like, what do I like? A turkey. I like a turkey. I think it's blackened pepper turkey or something, because it has a little bit of spice on it. And yeah, I love that. No, there is something else, man. No, there's not. Okay. I keep thinking there's another condiment that I need. But I think it's because I usually do the hot sauce at my aunt's. But I think I would prefer spicy brown, like with the little thingies in it. So I think there's 3, but there's actually only 2, because it's either or for the, so stupid. I'm saying this, but I want you to guys to do as much detail, you know, not with the irons, but as much detail as your favorite sandwiches, because everyone has a different favorite sandwich, and I think that's so cool. And because there's so many different combinations. So I want to know yours. Do a video about it for all I care. Like, that would be great to start a trend, like what your favorite sandwich is. That would never catch on, but my ideal sandwich meat is spicy turkey pepper something, right? Dang it. I should have looked up what it was called exactly. Black pepper turkey? Pepper turkey? There's also a spicy turkey that my aunt and uncle sometimes get that's like marinated in hot sauce or something. So it's like kind of hinted in there, but it's not overbearing. I like spice, my babies. And then a salami. And that's it. And not like two slices of turkey, 2 slices of salami. That's all you need. Well, it depends. With the ciabatta, like I said, you might need to get heavier on the meats, maybe 3 each, because there's so much bread and crust. So you got to even it out. maybe even get a little wetter with the mayo. And I know a lot of people hate mayo, and that's all good. But that's my ideal sandwich. Maybe that's where we should end. This should be, this whole episode should be about my ideal sandwich. I think that's what we'll do. Okay. You know, this wasn't your normal podcast, but this is where we are in Pittsburgh, the live remote podcast. It's not live, but you know, I really appreciate you guys, and review this, please. It would mean a lot. And some people have said stuff already, and some people that I didn't think that would listen, and that's really nice. It's not a lot of people, but I think it's 2. Anyway, that meant a lot, and that really inspired me to keep going. And it doesn't take a lot. I just need to feel like someone is listening, because sometimes it feels like I'm talking to myself. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, love you guys. See you soon. I'm going to breakfast at 11:38.
Welcome, Modern Talk. This is Modern Talk. Modern Talk. Modern Talk. Modern Talk. I hope this made you say, why? How? Why? How?
This looks really low. Wait.